America, we show you where Missouri weighs in, and the Cherryvale, Kansas Public Library treats the kiddos to some Christmas spirit. KOAM News at 10 is next.
Available for iOS and Android.
The holidays are almost here, but soon they'll be gone. What about all the calories left behind? I'm Lonnie Walton in Pittsburgh. I talked to an expert and she says there are ways to keep that waistline trim this holiday season. I'll have all the information and more coming up.
Plus, a group in Joplin shines a light on the history of Catholic education in the city, and the Cherryvale Public Library invites the public for some Christmas gift giving.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
It often comes with weight gain, and a national study shows where that puts this area on the scales. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. Missouri is currently ranked 16th worst in the nation for obesity, with 36% of the state's population classified as obese, meaning they have a body mass index higher than 30. KOAM's Lonnie Walton stopped by a local gym to hear some experts weigh in.
I think the most important thing is consistency.
Sarah Watson is the manager and personal trainer of Cola Fitness. While the CDC recommends 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week, Watson says exercise is truly important, but she says you have to be mentally strong first to achieve that outcome.
A lot of people will have, tips, tricks on what to do as far as workouts, diet, but consistency, I believe, is the most important thing.
Trainer Kelsey Smith says the gym is wide open for everyone, especially those who don't want to brave the cold.
Machines can help you pretty much target any muscle group that you're needing. It's great for beginners.
Although hitting the gym is good for you, if you're not eating healthy, you're at a loss. This is Kathy Emick, a dietitian from Nutrition Lane in Pittsburgh. She says weight loss is 80% nutrition and 20% workout. One way she achieves this is through her homemade shakes. Kathy says shakes can be another alternative for you because it's nutrition in a cup.
And they've got a good balance of fats and all the micronutrients, vitamins, minerals that you need too, that you would get in a 2,000 calorie meal, but without all the calories.
Both Watson and Smith says to lose those last few pounds, sometimes it takes a community.
It is important, I think, to get into the atmosphere and the environment to work out.
Just being with a community.
Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Yeah, the CDC also says we should watch what we eat. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heading now for our first look at the weather.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a pretty nice Tuesday for us today. Temperatures into the upper 50s. Yes, we had a lot of clouds, but well above our average high at 47 degrees. We started at 32. Average low is 28, record 68, set back in 1962. Temperatures have been pretty steady over the past several hours. Most of us kind of low to mid 50s. This is kind of where we're going to sit until after midnight. Then a cold front is going to drop through and that will cool us back down. But until then, we stick with these kind of breezy southerly winds across the region. A lot of clouds. There are some pockets of drizzle. So we are going to see a little bit of drizzle, maybe a random light shower as we go through the rest of the evening hours. But most of the rain, more persistent, will stay across central Missouri down through north central parts of Arkansas. Cooling down for you Wednesday. We're going to look at that here in just a bit.
See you soon. We're learning more details about the massive financial efforts to help some area families pay their medical bills. Every year before Christmas, Hope City Church in Joplin makes an investment into the community. And this year they donated money to help thousands of people with their medical debt. Cody Walker, the lead pastor, says this was made possible through the church community coming together and donating. Over the next 2 weeks, notification letters will be sent to families that will have their medical debt abolished.
The church is supposed to be about the people in the community that it represents. And so we want to make sure that the folks in the Joplin area and the 4-state area know that our heart and our hope is that we would be a blessing to those around us.
Hope City Church partnered with an organization that helps negotiate medical debt, and they were able to help some 3,200 people in southwest Missouri and northwest Arkansas. They say the program this year is providing more than $4 million in relief. Joplin area Catholic schools shine light on the history of Catholic education in the city. The Jack's Past, Present, and Future series will also examine the current state of Catholic education in Joplin and take a look at the vision for the future of the schools. It'll feature a look at the Sisters of Mercy, who laid the foundation for Catholic education in Joplin. The goal is to share the rich history of Catholic education with the city.
The community to know that we're here, that we have a very strong mission focused on service and giving back to our community. We're focused on our faith and instilling those values into our children, and we just want to be able to share that with the community and those around us.
Jax has a series of sessions planned in January, which concludes with a bus tour led by Mercy Hospital President Jeremy Drinkwitz. Joplin's Freeman Auxiliary today continued an annual Christmas tradition. Group members delivered armloads of gifts placed below the Christmas tree at the Ronald McDonald House of the Four States. The gifts will brighten the holidays for the families temporarily staying there. The Cherryvale, Kansas Public Library also got in on the season of giving. Today, the library accepted donated toys for less fortunate children in that community. Kiddos could pick out one toy from the donations and then give it to a family member.
It's really cool that the kids get to come and pick out for their families because, they might not get that experience elsewhere. And so for them to be able to do that with completely free donations and, not have to pay for it, it's been a pretty cool experience.
Volunteers helped wrap the presents just in time for Christmas. A new study examines the benefits of needle exchange programs. That story's coming up, but up first, mysterious drone sightings show up in the skies of southwest Missouri.
This New Year's Eve, step into the roaring 20s at Downstream Casino Resort's Great Gatsby.
Our nation's drone mystery continues with more sightings reported in multiple states, including close to home in southwest Missouri. Chris Bryant takes us to Ozark County, where the sightings are becoming more frequent.
At night, it can be hard to tell exactly what you're looking at, whether it's on the ground or in the sky. But for those living in the Ozarks, they're beginning to see something they can't explain. The video is hard to see, so with the magic of editing, you get a better look at what's in the night sky.
They're seeing them from, 30 minutes to, frequently through the night.
For Ozark County Sheriff Cass Martin, what is being seen in the skies over his county is unknown.
Or they're not the normal light that you would see with a star, or so you're seeing a lot of reds and whites and greens, and so people are seeing that, and it's not a normal lighting that they would see at night.
Amy Paget made a social media post about what she saw one night.
Are you surprised by this amount of attention?
Yes, absolutely I am.
That post asked a simple question, and as a superintendent of a school district, her staff began to call.
You can feel and hear in someone's voice when they are literally scared or alarmed, and I could hear that in many of my staff members' voices when they alerted me to this.
Even Monday night, she saw activity of the aerial phenomenon.
I'm sure there is a reasonable explanation for this because I'm not a conspiracy theorist. However, I do know when it comes to whether it's kids, adults, business, private sector, whatever, in the absence of information, people will make something up.
When it comes to seeing a fleet of drones over her house,
you're not going to tell me there are 25 people just out joyriding their drones at night. Number one, the drones that are that size are not legal for hobbyists.
From educators, medical professionals, to even business owners, the reports of crafts come from all over the county.
I'm not that kind of person at all. Don't put me in the spotlight by no means, but I don't know, it's something that I was like, I know what I saw kind of thing, so.
Cheyenne Alms is still unsure about what
I don't feel like there's much we could do about it right now, but just not knowing what it is just kind of uneasy.
While not a fleet, a single thing in the sky was concerning. The patterns and movements don't seem to make sense.
Because there were so many, and they were at various heights, traveling at various speeds, some not traveling at all, just hovering.
Sheriff Martin is still working to get eyes on what others are seeing.
I have went out nights patrolling, looking to see if I can see these lights in the sky, and do the best I can to get some physical evidence to show, okay, this is where I seen this is what I seen.
While there are still questions about what people are seeing in the skies of Ozark County at night, Sheriff Cass Martin says they're doing the right thing. They're calling in and reporting it so authorities can investigate. Doug returns next with a complete look at your forecast. And a little bit later, we're going to take you on a toy box shopping spree.
Ashley, this is
Well, it turned out to be a little bit warmer for us today. Temperatures upper 50s to near 60 degrees. Even though we had a lot of clouds, we've had some drizzle and spots throughout the evening hours, and that's what we're going to see as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Great shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex tower cam downtown Joplin. Most of us low to mid 50s. We're going to hold steady as we go through the next couple hours, and then after midnight as a cold front drops through, that's when our winds will switch around out of the north, so it's going to be breezy all night, and that will usher in a little bit cooler air mass as we drop back upper 30s later on tonight. But it's going to be windy by morning. Northerly winds 20, 25, upwards to 30 at times. The winds will slowly start to diminish a little bit once we get into the evening hours, but not for long. Then they switch out of the south and get cranking once again as we get into Thursday afternoon. But the southerly winds on Thursday, that's going to actually help our temperatures warm up. All right, a lot of clouds out there, some pockets of drizzle, maybe a random light shower southwestern Missouri for us tonight, but most of the rain is going to stay out across central eastern Missouri and then down through north central parts of Arkansas. So for us, mainly clouds and a little bit of drizzle. Then behind this system, another system pushing into the Pacific Northwest. That system will start to affect us as we head into Friday. It's going to be dry, but it'll give us another shot of cooler air. All right, so showers and drizzle for us tonight. The clouds will start to break up by morning, mid to upper 30s, but we're going to have partly sunny skies throughout the day. We should go into lower 40s by noon. And I think most of us 45, 46 for a high. 43 in Stockton, 45 Anderson, Veneta, 48 Chanute, up to about 45 degrees. Colder night Wednesday night into Thursday morning, dropping back near freezing, but Thursday we start to warm up a little bit as we get into the mid 50s during the afternoon hours. So really up and down temperatures over the next few days, and then we go back down as we go into Friday. We get northerly winds dropping back into the mid 20s for overnight lows. All right, 41 in the morning, 44 by noon, high temp right around 45 or 46 degrees. And we do have some systems we want to watch as we go through the next 10 days. Here's that little shot of cooler air moving in on Friday, pushing through, get under a ridge over the weekend, so we start to warm up on Sunday. Here comes the storm system. This is going to be late Monday into Tuesday. Tuesday, of course, is Christmas Eve. Ridge of high pressure, meaning warmer, as we get into Christmas Day itself. And then a stronger storm system pulling out right after Christmas, around 26, 27, 28. That's when things really start to get rolling. 45 tomorrow. Let's go 52 on Thursday, 40 on Friday, 47 Saturday, 50s Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday, of course, Christmas Eve. Christmas Day right now looking great. Partly sunny, high temp of 60 degrees.
All right. Doug, thanks. Federal needle exchange programs save money and reduce the spread of viruses and infections. A study by the Canadian Medical Association Journal found the programs, which provide new sterile syringes for people who use drugs, lead to reductions in hepatitis cases and injection-related infections. They also help save money by reducing the need for medical care. A new study finds taxi and ambulance drivers have lower rates of death from Alzheimer's. Yeah, researchers by Mass General Brigham suggest people who have jobs that frequently use spatial processing, like coming up with the best routes to locations, could receive a boost to their brain health. The same part of the brain that is involved in navigation is involved in the development of Alzheimer's. Still ahead, the Oklahoma City Thunder play for the championship in the NBA's in-season tournament. And Missouri Southern basketball takes on Northeastern State. John Dales has those stories and more up next.
Kansas or Missouri looking at buying or selling real estate?
At holiday tradition your family will cherish. Pittsburgh State men's basketball is back in action after more than a week of rest, and the Gorillas are down in San Antonio taking part in the River City Holiday Classic with the first of 2 games happening this afternoon. Well, Pitt State falls 62-58 to the University of Missouri St. Louis. Gorillas trailed by 11 at halftime. They came back in the second, but that comeback falls short. Point guard Jordan Freisen scores 17 points to go with 7 assists for the Gorillas. They're back in action tomorrow afternoon against Colorado Mesa. Missouri Southern basketball has also been off for more than a week. The last time the Lions played was Sunday the 8th at Central Oklahoma. The men's team won that game. The Lady Lions lost. Both Southern teams are back at home tonight, facing an MIAA opponent in Joplin. Missouri Southern women's basketball at home against Northeastern State. And pick it up early in the fourth quarter. Lions lead by 9. Riverhawks not going away quietly, though. Courtney Lee gets fouled. Shot drops. That cuts the deficit down to 6. On the other end, Ryan Franklin with a beautiful spin to the hoop. She finishes with the left. Lions back up by 8, but once again, Northeastern State hanging around. And with just over 4 minutes left, Alex Hill dives to the hoop. She gets fouled. Count the bucket. After a free throw, it's a 1-point game. Final 90 seconds, Lions up by 2. They need a bucket. The freshman Grace Frazier finds Morgan Myers. Her layup is good. Southern hangs on down the stretch. Lions improves 2-1 in conference play. They beat Northeastern State 75-71. Missouri Southern men's basketball at home in Joplin trying to win its second straight conference game. Early first half, Keon Edwards starts out hot from the floor for Northeastern State. He hits a baseline jumper here, and the Riverhawks take a 4-0 lead. On the other end, Martin Macinas, great pass to Tyreek Brooks on a backdoor cut. The freshman from Springfield trims the lead to 5. A couple minutes later, Jaden Taylor goes right at 2 defenders. He's fouled, and the shot drops. Lions are within 4, but Northeastern State once again finds Edwards, this time for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Lions trail for the entire first half, but they start to heat up on offense. Taylor finds Jamari Lawrence. He knocks in a 3-pointer. Southern takes its first lead early in the second half, stays in front till the final couple minutes. That's where it slips away. Final score 81-79. Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder play in the championship round of the NBA's in-season tournament. That's tonight. Although this game doesn't count towards OKC's regular season standings, there is a financial incentive for the players. Every player on the winning team gets upwards of $500,000. Whichever team loses, every player on that squad gets $200,000. That's what the Thunder will be going home with. They fall to the Bucks 97-81. Again, the good news for OKC, this game doesn't even count towards their record. So all things considered, you get $200,000 and you lose and it doesn't even matter. That's not bad.
I could lose a game for $200,000.
Not bad.
I could lose it for less. I'm not greedy. We'll be right back.
Your holiday savings start at Roper Honda. Shop our
Gary Trask, a 4-state hero.
We're going to turn colder tonight after midnight. We'll drop back mid to upper 30s and a chilly day tomorrow, 45. It's also going to be breezy down to 30 tomorrow night. But back to 52 on Thursday, back down to 40 on Friday, 47 Saturday, back into the 50s Sunday, Monday, all the way into Christmas Eve, but also rain chances for Christmas Eve.
We want to thank all of you who contributed to the KOAM Toy Box project again this year. Many of you donated toys that will go to area children in need, all these and a lot more. Some of you gave money so we could do the shopping ourselves. Now, every year we lean on the support of our community partners like the staff at Bishop and Hayes in Joplin to help. Photojournalist Ty Parks joined them on a shopping spree to give us an inside look at the effort and the fun.
Well, we love the Toy Box campaign because it supports our local community. And at Bishop and Hayes, we think our local community is very important. And we especially love the Toy Box campaign because it benefits kids who might otherwise, not get presents for Christmas. It helps kids that are in a position where, getting something else for Christmas might make a big difference. My kids are all older. They're all adults now. And so, I remember the days though when I used to shop for them for toys and things like that. But now I just think about, my family members and the kids I know in the community from church and from my neighborhood and my nieces and nephews. And so I think about how much fun it is to get great toys on Christmas morning.
Anything that's tiny or that comes as a surprise and they may not know what exactly they're getting, it seems like. But things that I just know from all 4 of my kids, things like cash registers and do-it-yourself stuff like big people do.
Encourage everyone to donate to the Toy Box campaign because it benefits local kids, and the money that you donate goes right to the very county in which you live. And so, if you want to help kids in your community, the KOM Toy Box is a great way to do that.
Those were shoppers on a mission. Wow, let's just zoom out here. We'll go to this shot now. Now that the final Toy Box project is wrapping up, all the toys that have been accumulated over the last few weeks are going to go to our distribution partners. Tomorrow morning is when that's going to happen. And then they're going to go out to the communities from there. To everyone who donated time and toys and money and effort this year to our Toy Box Drive, thank you all so much. Again, you came through for us and you're going to make an awful lot of families happy, and I hope you feel better knowing that you contributed. Final sports note.
In Kansas high school basketball tonight, Riverton beats Colgan 47-44. Tyler Ritz hits a buzzer beater 3 for the win. Video of that's on my Facebook and on my Twitter.
Boy, that's thrilling for one team and heartbreaking for the other, but it's means the fans get their money's worth when they go to that game. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget the morning show starts at 5 a.m. and let's make it a great tomorrow.